Good morning, HG leaders. This is our communication TUT. We're going to present as part of our EQ rotation. So we're going to highlight communication as our first one. And I just want to give you some topics and highlights as you discuss it. I will also send you the document that you can work through. Naturally, communication is so important. It's a two-way stream. You have a sender of a message, you have a receiver of a message, and then you have the message itself. But this can create a lot of issues, the way we present these things, either from the sender's side or receiver's side, or even the message we present. Problems we find can be the tone of voice and the faulty listening. People, they implement and listen to things differently. We all listen differently. Missing information can be a huge problem. Assumptions, this you need to be very careful with. People assume things a lot when you give them instruction or a message. So assumptions can be a real problem. And then under explanation, so we don't explain things very well, that also will lead to misinterpretation. Naturally, your team has to understand by building good communications leads to effective team and team approach. That's so important. We need to build this in our team, that we need to communicate well. The best teams in the world communicate really, really well. And unfortunately, poor communication leads to a lot of problems. And I listed them for you in that document as well. It can lead to high stress and poor customer feedback, just unhappy work environment, and a lot of stress on us as leaders. So if people can communicate better, it actually makes our job a little bit easier to lead them well. Then you'll see that I've listed 5 types of communication. You get verbal communication. Actually, that's the way we speak. Then you have non-verbal communication. That's the typical stuff to pick up non-verbal cues. You know, the typical crossed arms or the rolling of the eyes or the shaking of the head. That type of thing is non-verbal communication. People need to be taught about non-verbal communication. And you as a leader need to pick up non-verbal communication when you speak to people under you. And then we get written communication. This is a problem. Maybe this is a space where we can address writing emails, WhatsApps, WhatsApp pictures, profile pictures, writing doctor's letters, that type of thing. So this is where we can address that as well. And then visual communication, as you're doing presentations or videos, that type of thing. And then listening. Listening is a form of communication. We all need to improve our listening. A lot of people don't listen. They want to speak a lot. But listening is one of the finest communication skills we have, is to give other people the opportunity to express themselves and then communicate. And then I go through 15 points of how to improve your communication. You'll see them listed then. I want you to go through all of them and just highlight a few things there. And the biggest one there I like is the active listener, the what, the how, and the what else. So when you're listening, what are you listening to? How are you going to implement what you're listening to? And what else can you hear out of what people are saying? So active listening is very important. And then understanding different communication styles. I go through them there, and it's quite a nice, fun activity for your team to go through those different communicators and then see where your team sits. A lot of people will be a mix between a few of them, but go through the different styles of communications, because that helps us to communicate better if we understand how other people communicate as well. So it helps us talk to them better. Yeah, it's a fun one. Make it interactive and go through it, and let's see if we can help our team improve on comms. So I'll send the document to you as well. Go through it, and let's hope this side of our team improves quite a lot. Enjoy it.